Good morning, grade 2. Welcome back. This is an English lesson, week 6, lesson 2 by Miss Iman. So today we're having a comprehension lesson. The comprehension said when Chico went fishing. You will need for this lesson your pencil, eraser, ruler, and sharpener, English learner's book, and your copybook. So right now I want you guys to open your learner's book, page 4. Okay, we'll give you minutes to open it, page 4, and follow me. So this is our first story. This is unit 1, stories about my world. The story says when Chico went fishing. So Chico is a Spanish name. We read it the same. It's Chico. Okay? So I'm gonna start reading. I want you guys to focus with me and follow me with your finger from the start. One day, Chico's father was going fishing. "Oh, Daddy, may I come too?" asked Chico. "Please, Daddy, please." His father shook his head. "No, son, you are too young. You'll talk too much and scare away the fish. You'll fidget and fuss and get in the way." But seeing the tears in Chico's eyes, he patted his head gently. "Maybe when you are older." Then he picked up his fishing tackle and set off. Chico went for a walk. He felt sad. "I am old enough to go fishing," he thought. "I would sit gently, I wouldn't scare the fish, and I wouldn't get in the way." He kept on walking, and soon he reached the river. That gave him an idea. "I will go fishing," he said, "all by myself. Then they will see." So, I am going to start reading again, and this time I will explain. Now I want you guys to focus. One day, Chico's father was going fishing. "Oh, Daddy, may I come too?" asked Chico. "Please, Daddy, please." So, in this part, there is a little boy, his name is Chico. His father was going fishing. Then he came and asked his dad if he can come too. So he was asking and pleasing. He thought like, "Please, Daddy, please." So let's move to the next part. His father shook his head. His father said, "No, you are too young. You'll talk too much and you scare the fish away. You'll fidget and fuss and get in the way." But seeing the tears in Chico's eyes, he patted his head gently. "Maybe when you are older." Then his father said to him, "No, Chico, you can't because you are too young. You will start talking and then the fish they will scare the fish away, and that will make him not do any kind of fishing because he will fidget and fuss and do a lot of talking." He said, "Maybe when you are older." Then he picked up his fishing tackle and set off. So after that, Chico went for a walk. He felt sad. "I am old enough to go fishing," he thought. He started thinking that he is old enough to go fishing. "I would sit quietly," he said. "I will sit quietly. I'm not going to talk. I wouldn't scare the fish, and I wouldn't get in the way." He kept on walking, so he started walking and walking, and soon he reached the river. After he seen the river, he had an idea. That gave him an idea. "I will go fishing," he said, "all by myself." He thought that he will go fishing by himself, and then they will see. So, this story is talking about Chico, as I said. He wanted to go fishing, but his dad said he's too young to go, and maybe when he's older. He was very sad, and then he started walking till he reached the river, and then he had an idea of him going fishing by himself. Okay, so you remember, guys, when I talked to you about story planning? So this is a story. Now, who can tell me the characters? I have two characters here. I have Chico is one of the characters, and I have his father, right? His father again, he's another character. So where is the story begin? Where is the beginning of the story? So the beginning of the story is telling me about the characters. One day Chico's father was going fishing. "Oh, Daddy, may I come too?" asked Chico. "Please, Daddy, please." So this would be the beginning of the story, right? So this thing in the middle of the conversation between the dad and his son, it would be the middle part. Yes, the middle part is till he kept on walking and walking. So as you see, this story has no ending, right? Because they didn't show us if Chico actually went fishing by himself or not. So all stories should have beginnings, and in the middle what happened, and at the end. Here right now he kept on walking and walking, and soon he reached the river. We can think of this as our ending, right? So I hope you guys listen carefully. Now let's find out our words, our new vocabulary. So you have two new vocabularies here. You have fidget. Fidget is to move hands and feet while sitting still. Sometimes when you're sitting down, you're always moving your hand, touching things, or moving your feet. This is fidget. It's someone who can stand still or can sit down still, and he start moving his hand and his feet while he's sitting down. This is what we call fidget. Fishing tackle. The fishing tackle is equipment or tool needed to go fishing. If you're going fishing, you need like a rod, and there is little the bait that catches the fish. So this is a picture of a fishing tackle, or the tool or things that you need to go fishing. If you're going on fishing, you will need a fishing tackle just like this one. So the story is very simple. Now I want you guys to read it again, and for your homework I want you to answer these questions in your copybook, okay? What does Chico want? What does his father say? What does Chico say to himself? What did he thought to himself, okay? I want you guys to read it again. I will read it for you one more time at the end of the lesson, okay? And I want you to read it, think carefully about the questions, okay? After that, do question 3 from English Learner's Book, page 5 in your copybook. The question says, practice spelling these high frequency words, write them in 2 lists. One with E spellings and the other one with the other E spelling, just like this, look. So in your copybook, first I want you guys, when you're answering the question, this is how I want your copybook to be. I want you guys to write this, to draw this line, we call it a margin, and you write the date inside here, as you can see, and then you write unit 1 in the first line, and then your title in the second line, okay? Then it says question 1, and then you answer the question. I want you only to answer the questions. You don't have to write the questions, just give me the answer, okay? Question 1, question 2, question 3, and so on. This is how I want your copybook to look like, okay?